Today I'd like to share one of the most important things I've learned along this path. It's kind of bad news and you may not want to hear this, but it's incredibly important that I share it with you. There is no magic pill. There's no magic video. There's no magic lesson. If there was, we'd all be there already. People often think the missing piece is more information, and sometimes information helps. Sometimes a book helps, a teacher helps, a deep conversation helps, but none of those things can do the work for you. Eventually, you have to build your own bridge, and that's actually the beautiful part. For a long time, I spent so much of my effort learning, studying, researching, trying all of these different systems. Some of it was incredibly valuable. Some of it wasn't. Eventually, I realized something. Collecting materials is not the same thing as building. The easy part is gathering knowledge. The harder part is actually living it. I want to share one of my favorite sayings. Knowledge without practice is just philosophy. And I think part of the reason so many of us get stuck here is because collecting feels really safe. Learning feels safe. Preparing feels safe. Building asks something completely different. It asks you to participate. Building asks you to take a step forward before you know how it's actually going to turn out. At some point, you have to stop preparing and start creating. Part of this reason this can be difficult is because building means being seen. While you're still preparing, everything stays safely in your head. The moment you start building, it becomes real. I experienced that with this project. For a long time, I wasn't sure how it would be received. I wasn't sure how I would look on camera. I wasn't sure how it would feel. To put myself out there like this. But eventually, I realized there was only one way to find out. Something beautiful and unexpected happened. As I started creating, I started learning from what I was creating. I started hearing my own voice more clearly. The fear began to fade away and joy began to grow. And I realized you don't find your own voice by thinking about it. You find your voice by using it. At what point does preparation become avoidance? Sit with that for a moment, because eventually there comes a point where the answer is not more information. The answer is to begin. And the beautiful thing is, nobody knows you better than you. Nobody knows what feels true for you. That's something you discover through your own direct experience. You don't have to know exactly how the bridge ends. You just need to lay the next plank and the next plank and the next plank. Most of us can only see a little way ahead. But life changes. You change. Your understanding changes. The strongest bridges are not rigid. They adapt. They flow. They bend around obstacles. And most importantly, they keep moving forward. For me, the bridge never actually ends. And that's what makes it so beautiful. The end point isn't really the point. The journey is the point. The building is the point. There'll always be another lesson, another challenge, another opportunity to create something meaningful. And that's a good thing, because the beauty isn't in arriving somewhere. The beauty is in who you become along the way. The beauty is that we all get to do this, not because we have to, because we can. So let me leave you with this. What would happen if you stopped preparing and started building?